Hey, what's going on, guys? So, today we're going to do something a little bit different than our usual content. Today we're actually going to be covering the Rush Duel meta. Now, there was a tournament about a month ago that I think I said whenever we did our first ever Rush Duel deck profile. And I'd kind of update you guys saying how we did, so on and so forth. We actually ended up taking 18th place, which wasn't bad, but we didn't end up making it into top 16 cut. But I figured I'd show you guys everything that happened at the tournament and kind of give you a meta breakdown for everything that we can expect maybe moving forward. So, if we take a look at our first graph with the breakdown of the event, there were 96 players at the event, with spellcasters taking 48% of the total representation, followed by dragons at 34%, hybrids of the two at 14%, and then other decks at 4%. Now, spellcasters coming out of the gate extremely strong here at the very beginning, but a lot of people opted to play spellcasters with that Dragier's boss monster as sort of like a cleanup tool. So if we take a look at our top 16 breakdown, you can see spellcasters took up a majority of the spots. 7 of them were including Dragiers, and 1 included Yama Roller as well. So spellcasters taking 11 out of the top 16 slots, which I think personally is insane. That's tier 0, like absolute tier 0 quality right there. Followed by 2 dragons, 2 hybrids, a 7's Road Dragiers, and then a 7 Roads Dragiers Yama Roller, Guitarna. Like, they were using every single 2 tribute monster in the game. And then there was also one fan favorite Beetle deck. Level 1 Dragons, 7 Roads, Dragiers, Beetle deck. And we'll talk about that later. This ended up being a fan favorite for sure, because I don't think anybody thought that Beetle would do any good. Still, personally, Beetle's not a good deck, but it did happen to make it into the top 16. So, if we take a look at our first place deck list, you'll see that Pure Official took top cut. Took very first place, piloting Dragiers in 7's Road. He opted for a couple cards that not a whole lot of people were playing, including the card Piercing. Piercing, along with Dragiers, was finishing a lot of games for him, which was honestly insane. But I guess that was his spicy tech, was adding in Piercing. Second place being Dragiers with Yama Roller. Now, Dragiers has, or just the dragon archetype in general, just has so much recursion of their level 7 beaters. It's insane. He was playing 41 cards, but the fact that he's playing 4, 7, 10 double tributes, no level 5 or 6 monsters at all, but playing 10 is insane. Personally, I'm surprised he didn't brick a lot with this, but the combination of setupper and upsetter, just looping everything and getting your tribute fodder, and as well as playing the Phoenix level 1, is just getting back any level 7 dragon in your grave. It's just so good. Absolutely bonkers. And then also playing 6 of the traps. So Ray Cora ended up getting second place. Pure Official ended up getting first. But one of the top 16 players, and then this is the deck that ended up being a fan favorite. This is the Beetle deck, piloted by Dents. So I guess the whole concept of this deck is using a ton of level 1s, and only level 1s, and using the Dragon engine to get out your big beefy boys. So you're playing all of the high defense cards in the game that are level 1, both spellcasters and dragons, so on and so forth, and then playing Dragiers and 7's Road Magician as your big boss monsters yet again. And then you use Beetle with all of the level 1s that you have engraved to beef those monsters up even more. So The combination with Upsetter and Setupper, only one of them being level 1s, but again, getting those W tribute fodders, and then playing Fire Phoenix, which is also a level 1, combined with Karibot, which recycles themselves. You can pay 500 life points to add a Karibot from grave to your hand. You constantly get that tribute fodder that you're looking for every single turn. Also, playing one Call of the Earthbound. This draft wasn't seen a whole lot, but I'm curious to see if Call of the Earthbound might end up being a staple later. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. But his Beetle deck ended up being a huge fan favorite, not gonna lie. So, again, we're gonna have to see how the meta shapes up going forward. Again, we only have one set right now. We only have one set. So the meta is very condensed and refined and figured out. With Spellcasters being the best deck, winning the event and taking 11 of 16 of the top cut slots. So, we're going to have to see what other cards come out in the anime. We're going to have to see what cards come out in future sets. I think the next set isn't set to come out until either June or July, so we're still going to be waiting for quite a long time before the second set of Rush Duels comes out. But overall, especially participating in this tourney, it was so much fun. The community's insane, and I do believe that they are going to be hosting a 3v3 tournament coming up here soon with a bunch of different teams. I know I'm part of the Rush Raiders team for the Rush Duel Championship Series. I am going to be posting a link to the Rush Duel Discord down in the description below. So if you have the chance, don't knock Rush Duels until you try it. It's a lot of fun. Especially whenever Dragoon comes out. I think I'm going to be playing Rush Duels a little bit more because I hate that card. I hate that card. Should not be coming to the TCG. But I think I'm really interested to see where this game ends up going. But overall, again, Spellcasters, best deck. Dragears, second best deck. Beetle, showing some promise. But those are like the three main decks that you're going to be seeing right now if you go on EDO Pro, if you participate in any Rush Duel tournament right now. Spellcasters is the way to go. Spellcasters is the way to go. So, but that's going to be it for this meta-analysis for Rush Duels for the first ever tourney. I'm hoping that Nerd Factor ends up doing a few more of these tournaments though, because this was a heckin' lot of fun. And I'm curious to see where they go with this in the future. But as always, guys, take care, guys.